Dora, 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 Dora. Dora the Explorer. Something Spanish to the Explorer. Just started playing Fall Guys for the first time recently, and it's pretty good. Why is Swiper the Fox such a useless cunt? There has not been a more useless animal thief since Kennedy. I'm serious. I'm speaking into a microphone now because I'm so pissed off. I even have headphones on. It's getting serious. People have ignored this for too long. Dora the Explorer. What is she but a runaway child with a monkey for a pet? She needs to be taken down. And Swiper the Fox has shown time and time again that he is not the man for the job. To date, not counting any of the non-canonical series like Go Diego Go, or what the fuck is this? Dora and Friends Into the City. That doesn't count. That's not canon. I don't know if Swiper the Fox is the antagonist of that series, but we're gonna count the official canonical series, Dora the Explorer. It has 196 episodes. 196 episodes where Swiper the Fox fails to ever do anything to hinder this child's plans for the day. It is embarrassing. Swiper the Fox should not be as a villain. So today I'm going to be breaking down an episode of Dora the Explorer and just seeing where this infertile fox goes wrong in every action he ever takes in his goddamn life. Swiper the Fox. I've chosen the very first episode of Dora the Explorer. I'm not up to date with the current timeline, but something in me says that Swiper's strategy plan really doesn't change all that much throughout the series. Something tells me Swiper the Fox does the exact same thing 196 times, and it fails 196 times. He's foiled presumably the exact same way every single time. He is a bad antagonist, frankly. He's bad. He's bad at being bad. But we're gonna spice things up a little bit. I've forgotten the intro that Dora the Explorer is like supposed to be a video game the entire time, and that's, as a gamer, that's pretty cool in my books. I'm gonna breeze through the intro because our bad boy Swiper the Fox doesn't come in until the 8-minute mark out of 20, so he takes his time. That's my first piece of advice. You know, get to your evil plans sooner. Dora starts the MSN chat with age, sex, location, and then we're pretty much on to getting her backpack open. She needs some help with that. This backpack is pretty important because it has everything Dora owns in it. So I think getting that away from her as early as possible, ideally before she reads the map. You know, strategy number 1, get rid of the backpack, boys. Swiper never goes for the backpack. Get to the backpack. First off, maybe replace it with a decoy, which has a bomb inside. From the backpack, Dora gets a book that actually tells the origin story of a chicken with gigantism. It starts out a little chicken boy, and then during the night it gets into astrology, and next day is big red chicken, and and he starts dancing. And so basically at the end of the story, Dora says that this humongous chicken is just going to keep being stuck in this perpetual state of dance until freed by a little Hispanic girl and her ape. And that's what we have to stop. She kind of condescendingly tells Boo that the book's in Spanish, so she'll read it for him. But then it shows a close-up of the book and there are no words, so I think someone is bullshitting here. So now they know what they got to do. Now they just need to know where they got to go to get there. So they need the map. I never liked the map. It's not like the backpack. The backpack song is pretty a-okay in my book, but the map's got too much attitude, too much ego, and the map song's a bit too jazzy for my taste.
Bridge, gate, big red hill.
So you gotta go bridge, gate, big red hill. A good tactic of misleading Dora would be creating a fake map, but obviously the map she's using is alive. You kill the map and the backpack. If they're alive, they can die. If you're alive, you can die. Chuck some lighter fluid on that backpack and that map and burn those boys. Come on, everybody, let's go. Come on. Let's get to it song now. Again, flawless. And now we get to the 8-minute mark and Swiper, my boy, shows up for the first time. So Swiper seems to be constrained to some types of rules. For instance, he can't be seen visually.
You see him? Where?
It's like literally not even hiding. The audience actually comes into play here because they can warn Dora and Boo about Swiper the Fox, which kind of hinders, you know, him creeping up stealthily on them.
There he is.
Once they've caught sight of him visually, they ward him off with a magical witch chant, and I'm not sure how long that lasts, but he doesn't show up again for a while, so that really fucks his plans over. He has failed already, and they haven't even gotten to the bridge yet. Obviously this is a children's show, so we shouldn't really consider violent options. But Swiper is a fox, and I'm curious to see whether a fox could maul a monkey and a child. Depending on what type of monkey Boo is, we could just go in with our teeth. Foxes, you know, they're not vicious, but there are some canines. If Boo's a capuchin, Boo's fucked. Dora is fucked regardless. I don't see her pulling out. I think. I don't see her pulling a Glock out of that backpack. I don't see her pulling a bloody 9mm bloody revolt out of that backpack. I don't see her bloody pulling an AK-47 out of the backpack. Gun laws. Where does Dora live? So I've looked into it, and Dora is based in the Peruvian jungle. I mean, legally she could carry a firearm and say it's for hunting, and if we get shot with that, that's our own fault. We get to the first chapter in our saga, the bridge, but some bloody planks are missing. A Spanish bird comes along to help out, and this is where Swiper would have been perfect. What do foxes eat? Timing is everything. Though even if we did eliminate the bird and they had no way of fixing the bridge, they could have swam it. The water doesn't look like it is going very fast. I think the best we can do in this situation is just look up the specific area, see if it's private property, and see if we can get some sort of unlawful charge of crossing that area. that's, you know, unavailable to pedestrians. But we're really going to have to keep our fingers crossed for that one, because we're in the middle of a jungle. The Let's Go song for the third time is very well paced. I was expecting Swiper to show up again, but he is nowhere to be seen. Or bloody is he? Well, you just wait and see. You just wait and see if our boy Swiper the Fox is done for now. They get to the gate and it's locked. Success. We're done here, boys. Go home.
That means we need to look for a key.
I think Dora gives some pretty shitty advice here. If something is locked, do not look for a key. It's locked for a reason. You are not allowed access.
Big key. Sure is.
They just pull the fucking key out of nowhere. Who owns the bridge? Who owns the gate? I don't know. But just as they're about to bloody open it, guess who shows up? Swiper. Swiper the Fox.
I don't see him.
His game plan this time is to do the exact same thing, just slowly creep up on them. They are very visually impaired. Like before, the audience tries to warn them, but this time they're too late, and Swiper does successfully swipe. He gets the key, and his game plan is to chuck it into a big pile of keys so that it's hard for them to find it again. They solve it within 2 minutes.
We found it!
I mean, I was gonna suggest while they were looking, calling a locksmith and changing the lock on the gate, then they'd be a bit fucked, but a locksmith's going to take at least 45 minutes to get out. I think legally you don't own the key, so you can't exactly put it into a safe deposit box in a bank or something, you know. But they don't own the key either, so you just need to put it somewhere that's very inconvenient. Talking bloody Mount Everest. They use dead bodies as checkpoints. But again, just like the bridge, the gate is not much of an obstacle. You know, if she's willing to break some property, she can get through that wood pretty easily. We can get her on property damage for that, you know. At best, we could lock her up for, you know, a day, a week, depending on what the laws are in Peru. Could be execution. Ultimately, though, this was our last chance, because once they're past the gate, they are at the Red Hill. And if you haven't worked it out, the Red Hill is the bloody red chicken all along. They really hammer that point in.
Where is he?
I mean, last-ditch efforts. Inject the chicken with rabies. The chicken wakes up and they all start dancing and sing the We Did It song, which I assume plays at the end of every single episode, while Swiper the Fox watches at a distance and cries. Swiper is such a minor antagonist. His only motive seems to be to waste people's time. After seriously analysing this episode, and then off-camera watching the remaining 195 episodes, I've come to realise that without violence, Swiper will never win. He's constrained by rules that just make his goals impossible. Swiper may swipe, but only ever temporarily. He will never keep. I could not respect a fictional character any less, frankly.